Next game, the Cowboys beat the crap out of the Giants 49-17. Tommy DeVito is not it. 14 to 27, 86 yards, 2 touchdowns, and an interception. As long as he's starting at quarterback, and it might be a while with his Tyrod Taylor rib injury, don't expect anything from the Giants offense. If you have a defense playing the Giants, absolutely. Like, you want to play your defenses against the Giants and you want to play your defenses against the Patriots, because neither one of these teams can really get anything going through the air whatsoever. Saquon Barkley, 13 carries for 66 yards. 5.1 yards per carry is really good considering just the absolute lack of passing production they got in this one. And they were down the whole game, and Tommy DeVito still couldn't break 100 yards passing. Like, just crazy stuff. He did have 7 carries for 41 yards, so that does help. But please do not roster Tommy DeVito in any sort of format unless you're just in a crazy deep dynasty league. Matt Breida just had the 1 carry for 3. Deshaun Corbin had a carry for 1, and Wan'Dale Robinson had a carry for 0. Daniel Bellinger led the team in receiving. When you have 86 yards passing, there's no receiver is really going to get anything going. 2 catches for 34 yards for Bellinger. Don't add any of these guys. Darius Slayton, 3 catches for 21. He led the team in targets, so he was tied for the lead with Sterling Shepard. Deshaun Corbin had 3 catches for 12. Lawrence Cager had a catch for 10 and a touchdown. Paris Campbell, interesting that he hasn't gotten more involved. Just the 1 catch for 6 yards. Wan'Dale Robinson, 2 catches for 6 yards. He could very well be the most likely receiver to get production on a given week, but with this Giants passing offense, you just can't rely on anybody. Sterling Shepard tied for the lead in targets, just 1 catch for 2 yards and a touchdown. Isaiah Hodgins had 2 targets that he didn't haul in. Jalen Hyatt did not haul in his only target. And Saquon Barkley, just the 1 catch, -5 yards, and 3 targets. For the Cowboys, Dak Prescott is on an absolute tear. 26 to 35, 404 yards, 4 touchdowns, an interception. He also had 2 carries for 17 yards and a rushing touchdown. Keep playing him every single week until he cools down, because he is just on an absolute monster streak right now. Cooper Rush came in, and he had 7 of 9, 68 yards, no touchdowns, and an interception. He also had 2 carries for 5 yards. Rico Dowdle, really interesting. 12 carries, 79 yards, and a touchdown. This game was out of hand early, so Dowdle got a lot of play, and he looked great. I wonder if he'll start to eat into Tony Pollard's rushing load, because Pollard just hasn't gotten anything going on the ground this year. 15 carries, 55 yards is very pedestrian. I wonder what's going on there, because they have a great matchup next week against the Panthers as far as rushing, so it's a good get-right game for Pollard. But if that doesn't happen, maybe we'll see more Rico Dowdle. He's an interesting speculative ad right now. CeeDee Lamb had a carry for 14 and a touchdown, and Deuce Vaughn just had the 1 carry for -2 yards. Brandin Cooks just went off. 9 catches, 173 yards, and a touchdown. 10 targets. Nobody saw this coming. I've been telling y'all to drop Brandin Cooks for a while, and then here he comes with almost 200 yards receiving. I would not expect this to be the norm whatsoever. If you have Brandin Cooks, sell high as fast as possible, because he is just not going to get 173 yards every game. That's just insane. CeeDee Lamb, 11 catches, 151 yards, and a touchdown on 14 targets. This guy, he's going to sustain this for sure, because he is so talented. Like, Deontay Banks was holding his arm back, and he just caught the ball with one hand, no problem. He's a superstar. Keep playing CeeDee Lamb every single week, regardless of matchup. Michael Gallup had 2 catches for 70 yards and a touchdown. Jalen Brooks had 4 catches for 39. Jake Ferguson, 4 catches, 26 yards, and a touchdown. Touchdown really saved him there. He's in the Cole Kmet, Dalton Schultz sort of conversation, but those guys seem to be pulling ahead a little bit. Deuce Vaughn, 1 catch, 11 yards. Jalen Tolbert just had the 2 catches for 2 yards on 5 targets. If you added him after he had a good game last week, I think he's a safe drop. And Luke Schoonmaker did not haul in his only target.